Hi guys, it's me Andrea. Today I will make a page for my Life is a True Story journal, and I work on this already started page. I quite have a lot because I needed to get rid of leftover modeling paste, and I used this beautiful stencil from Viva Decor, that one. I used this part, and that calls Past Times. It had this nice part and this one, and I really like this one down here, and that's what I did. And then I had leftover glazing in black. You can see here, I've done that, wiping it away, and most of this, a lot of these areas are ungessoed. I put partially gesso on top, and some of them you can see where it's looks like this. It's ungessoed, and it caught the paint differently than the gessoed area. So that's what I'm working with. You can see here this nice stenciling part, and let's have a look what I will come up with. Join me. Okay, let's go then. I start with the Bista. That's blue, and what is it? Bista is some sort of organic pigment. It's made out of bark and don't know what else, but it's a bit like watercolor. Of course, it doesn't react completely like that, and you haven't got these pure colors. When that's dry, you can see transitions in it, a bit of brown and brownish blue, and I really like that. So this should be yellow. To me, it's a bit more brown, ochre, stuff like that. That's great. A bit of green as well, and as you could see, I used the blue one more in the middle on top of that raised areas or the stenciled parts, and the yellow here only on the edges, and I wanted to have a bit in the middle as well, so I put some pigments down there, spread it out, and I shifted a bit with my heat gun here and there. And this puddle there I made some splatters. So that's the basic background. That's a leftover pack. It's from a package. I already cut a window in with my exact knife, and it's a loose frame. It's nothing really. I measured for a special size. I wanted to have it roughly in this size. So, but didn't like it the white frame, so I put some of this brown tissue papers to cover it. That might know that definitely is a 7 gypsy paper. It is, cover the front and turn the rest of it on the back to have the edges covered, that it doesn't look wide. So when that dried, I went over first with a bit of gesso with my fingers. Didn't want to cover it completely. I always watered it down a tiny bit and put it over. And then I went in with inks again to made it look a bit more distressed, antique, stuff like that. I used this cloth method. So much more control in this way. It was a fantastic tip from Ina Salisbury. I only use it like that nowadays. So, and then I have this stamp that's from Chocolate Baroque. I already stamped it down. Didn't miss a thing. So, but it's on watercolor stamped because I wanted to use my Winsor and Newton watercolor markers. I really like them. They are easy to work with, and put a little line down, use your water tank brush and spread it out with it, and it's really nice. You can get really nice shading and transitions in this way, where you draw down the line, you will have definitely the darker area, and when you spread it out or drag it off with the water tank brush, you will have lighter areas. So it makes it really easy to shade with it, and that's why I like it. What you need is a really fairly good watercolor paper. On this cheaper paper, you will always see this little line, and that's what I found out so far. But I know it now. I have fairly good watercolor paper, so I use them specially on that. Bit of edge in here that the white edges have gone. It gives the whole motifs a bit more of depth, and I glue it down on this frame. And what I will do is, the background is fairly busy. I didn't. I thought that the owl is not really popping or standing out, so that's why I go in with gesso. And as you can see, the gesso is already reacting with the Bista in the background, as it does with other watercolors as well, or water soluble stuff. That's not bad, much quieter, but I wanted to have a bit more white. It won't be completely white, you won't be able to cover that, of course, at some stage, but didn't want to have it completely white in the background. Here I used the same stencil where I put the modeling paste through, and want to get a bit of bling, a bit of shimmer I wanted to get on. So I used the Viva Inca Gold and no Maya Gold, sorry, in turquoise, and put it on top. Easy to match the stencil, of course, on these raised parts. Absolutely fantastic to do. So now this is a Stabilo, very fine tip, as you can see here. And to give this raised area, they are of course raised and three-dimensional, but I wanted to have them a bit more shaded, so that's why I go in here with the Stabilo, and I do that here on the stuff behind the frame before I glue it down, of course. And now I glue the whole frame down, and I think I will go on. Oh yeah, that's my crayons. That's beeswax crayons. Actually thought for kids. I've loved them so much. I bought them last year. Last year on the Christmas market. Oh yeah, when Lynn was here. And the shimmer is fantastic. They're metallics, really nice. Didn't want to get my iron stuff for rusting out, and it would have been too heavy for that page that goes into my journal. So I went over it with this copper crayon. It's non-water soluble, and it makes on black. Actually, I did the dies, or cut the dies out on black cardstock, and then went over it with this metallic copper thing, and it really looks good. So more of this shading going on with my Stabilo. I won't do all of them, all the structures there, only the bigger ones. And as I said, it make them stand out a bit more. So, and some white highlights here and there on the owl. I really like this stamp set from Chocolate Baroque because it's all steampunk themed, and I really like that. Bit of shading around the gears here with my uni ball in black, and around the owl and the other stuff. Give it a bit more depth. And I forgot, of course, to do the edging on the frame before I glued it down, so I have to do it afterwards. Yeah, it was okay. I didn't mess it up, but you have to be very careful. So this is a Stabilo, all in black. It's a crayon, it's water soluble, and I use it here for shading a bit around the frame, and for inside the frame for the owl, I use it up or I take it up with my water tank brush, because when you draw it down, it's very, very intensive, and I didn't want to have it that intensive. It's better to control in this way. So now to the word. What I had in my mind actually was an autumnly page, and I used this sticker phrases from Tim Holtz, and it says something about autumn. Yeah, I don't know, I can't remember. You will see it in the close-ups. So, okay, that's the close-up already, and you will see some pictures at the end. So that's it. I really had a lot of fun, and I really like to do or to work in this style. And yeah, that's it. I hope you like it as well. Thank you a lot for watching, guys, and I hope you will give me some thumbs up when you like it and leave me some nice comments. And I hope I will see you soon with my next project. So have a fantastic time, guys. Bye.